Hello, everyone, and welcome to English Made Fun. I'm Anna, and I'm so excited to be here with you today. This is the place where learning English is easy, fun, and feels like a chat with friends. How are you all doing? Today, we're going to talk about something we all love, going to a cafe. Whether it's for coffee, tea, or a tasty snack, a cafe is a great place to practice English. Before we start, a quick shout out to all our listeners. Thank you for joining us. If you like our show, please subscribe, hit that like button, and share it with your friends. It really helps us keep going. Okay, let's meet my friend Jack. Jack, how are you today?
Hey, Anna. Hey, everyone. I'm Jack, and I'm feeling great today. The sun is out, and I'm ready for some fun English learning. Thanks for the warm welcome, Anna. I love the cafe topic. It's perfect because I go to a cafe almost every day for my coffee. Today, we'll learn useful words and phrases for ordering food and chatting at a cafe. It's going to be super practical. So, Anna, do you go to cafes a lot? And what's your favorite thing to order? Oh, and listeners, stick around because we'll ask you a fun question at the end about your cafe habits.
Oh, Jack, I love cafes. I go maybe 2 or 3 times a week. My favorite thing to order is a cappuccino. It's coffee with frothy milk on top. So yummy. Today, let's imagine we're walking into a cozy cafe together. Picture this. There's soft music, the smell of fresh coffee, and a big menu on the wall. Our goal is to teach you how to order food and drinks in English and have a little chat while you're there. First, let's talk about choosing a table. When you walk in, you might say, "Can we sit over there?" Or "Is this table free?" These are polite ways to ask for a place to sit. Jack, do you usually sit inside or outside at a cafe?
Great question, Anna. I love sitting outside. If the weather's nice, it feels so relaxing. I'd say, can I have a table outside? Please. Okay, listeners, let's learn a key word. Menu. The menu is the list of food and drinks you can order. When you sit down, a waiter or waitress might bring you the menu, or it's already on the table. You can say, "Can I see the menu, please?" Anna, what do you do when you get the menu? Do you know what you want right away? Or do you take your time? Let's help our listeners learn how to read a menu in English.
I take my time, Jack. I love reading the menu to see what looks good. Menus often have sections like drinks, snacks, or desserts. For example, under drinks, you might see coffee, tea, juice, or soda. Under snacks, you might find sandwiches, cakes, or cookies. A useful phrase is, "What do you recommend?" This asks the waiter for their favorite item. Let's practice. I might say, "I'd like a cappuccino and a croissant." Please, "I'd like" means I want, but it's more polite. Jack, what's on your cafe menu today? What do you order?
Nice one, Anna. I'm simple. I always order a black coffee and a muffin. My phrase is, "Can I have a black coffee and a blueberry muffin, please?" Notice the word can. It's polite for asking. So, listeners, when you order, you say, "Can I have?" or "I'd like," followed by the item. For example, "Can I have a tea, please?" Oh, and if you want sugar or milk, you can add, "With sugar, please," or "No milk, please." Anna, do you ever change your order? Like, do you ask for something special?
Sometimes, Jack. For example, I love my cappuccino with extra foam. I say, "Can I have a cappuccino with extra foam, please?" Foam is the frothy part on top. You can also ask for things like, "Can you make it quick?" if you're in a hurry. Another tip, if you don't understand the menu, you can ask, "What's in this?" For example, "What's in the chicken sandwich?" The waiter might say, It has chicken, lettuce, and mayo. Jack, have you ever asked a question about the menu? And what other phrases can we teach our listeners?
Oh, definitely, Anna. Once I asked, "Is the soup spicy?" because I don't like spicy food. You can ask things like, "Is it sweet?" Or "Does this have nuts?" if you have allergies. Another useful word is takeaway. If you don't want to eat at the cafe, you can say, "Can I have it to take away, please?" That means you take the food with you. In American English, they say to go. Like, "Can I have a coffee to go?" Anna, do you ever get takeaway? Or do you always stay at the cafe?
Usually stay, Jack, because I love the cafe vibe. But sometimes I get a takeaway coffee if I'm busy. Let's talk about paying now. When you're done eating, you ask for the bill. That's the paper that shows how much you owe. You can say, "Can I have the bill, please?" In some cafes, you pay at the counter. You might say, "Can I pay with a card?" Or "Do you take cash?" These are super useful phrases. Jack, do you pay with a card or cash at cafes? And what happens if you want to tip the waiter?
I usually pay with a card, Anna. I say, "Can I pay by card?" and they bring a machine. About tipping. Tipping is common in some countries. Like the USA, you might add 10 to 15% of the bill for good service. You can say, "Can you add a tip?" Or just leave some extra cash. In other countries, tipping isn't expected, so check the local custom. Okay, let's practice a full order. I'd say, "Hi, can I have a black coffee and a muffin to go, please? And can I pay with a card?" Anna, what's your full order?
Nice one, Jack. My order would be, "Hello, I'd like a cappuccino with extra foam and a croissant. Please, can I have it here and can I pay with a card?" Notice how we use please to be polite. It's so important. Let's talk about small talk now. At a cafe, you might chat with a waiter or a friend. You can say, "It's nice weather today, isn't it?" Or "This coffee is great." Small talk is short, friendly conversation. Jack, do you ever chat with people at the cafe? What do you talk about?
Yeah, Anna, I love chatting at cafes. I might say to the waiter, "Busy day today?" Or to a friend, "What's new with you?" Small talk is great practice for English. You can also comment on the food. Like, "This muffin is delicious." Or ask, "Have you tried the cake here?" It's all about being friendly. Oh, and listeners, here's a grammar tip. We use the present simple for opinions. Like, "I like coffee," or "This tastes good." Anna, what's a small talk question you'd ask at a cafe?
Good point, Jack, I might ask. Do you come to this cafe often? Or what's your favorite drink here? These questions start a conversation. Let's recap some key phrases. Can I have? For ordering, can I have the bill? For paying, and it's nice, isn't it? For small talk, oh, and don't forget to say thank you. If the waiter says, "Enjoy your meal," you can reply, "Thank you." Jack, what's one more tip for our listeners to feel confident at a cafe?
Great recap, Anna. My tip is, don't be afraid to ask questions. If you don't understand something, say, "Can you repeat that, please?" Or "What does this mean?" Cafe staff are usually friendly and happy to help. Practice makes you confident. So listeners, we've learned how to order, pay, and chat at a cafe. It's all about simple words and polite phrases. Anna, I'm ready for a coffee now. How about you? Let's wrap up and hear from our listeners. Great recap, Anna. My tip is, don't be afraid to ask questions. If you don't understand something, say, "Can you repeat that, please?" Or "What does this mean?" Cafe staff are usually friendly and happy to help. Practice makes you confident. So listeners, we've learned how to order, pay, and chat at a cafe. It's all about simple words and polite phrases. Anna, I'm ready for a coffee now. How about you? Let's wrap up and hear from our listeners. Bye everyone. keep practicing your English and enjoy your next cafe visit. Music fades out,